On January 23rd, the Daily Reveille got a chance to interview a art senior about the poor quality of the old engineering building.
You're in there for about a year.
Okay.
Senior studio is a 6-credit class, so it's over 2 semesters. It's kind of like your senior project, your final thing that you do. And you're in there for a year, but some people are in there for longer depending on if they have independent study courses with an individual teacher.
Okay.
There are all these PVC pipes draining all these chemicals and things, and it's really shady looking and it doesn't look safe, and that was in my actual studio.
So it's not like concealed or anything, it's just out in the open?
No, it's out in the open, and I don't know, I mean, it's chemicals they're using, it has to be toxic.
Right.
There aren't any fumes really. Actually, yeah, there was like this rotten egg kind of smell every time it would drain. But health inspectors do come in, I don't know if it's once a year or every 2 years, and they kind of spruce the building up all of a sudden and put up these fancy signs directing you like, this is the painting studios and this is blah, 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 which we didn't have that before the health inspectors come through. And they walk through and just look totally disgusted, but then you never hear anything about it again.
So you said like your teacher actually like told you that there was asbestos in the building. Did she like know for sure, or like was she just kind of saying like I've heard, you know?
Yeah, it seems that they know for sure that there's asbestos in the building. The bricks aren't cemented down, they're just laid and loose.
Oh wow.
And one of us wanted to take one of the bricks out and paint on it and just like have it as a keepsake, but we were told not to do that because it would disrupt the asbestos.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a safety thing, and just knowing my fellow students are in there and that future students can enjoy a renovated place, I'm willing to do what it takes. And this didn't dawn on me as a problem until I realized my safety was at jeopardy. You know, health things, if I so choose, I can paint at my house.
Right.
But there's no swiping, like I said, and on this particular night it was about 1:30 in the morning, in between 1:30 and 3 probably. I'm painting and I just hear, get on the effing ground, and like see this guy run past my window. I mean, like I was probably standing at that back wall and he was where you are, that close.
Wow.
And he had a brick in his hand. This was all in a flash, and he went down, and I thought he had been shot, but I realized there was no sound, and he was shaking, and I realized they had tased him, and they were, all on top of him and everything, and one of them screamed, he's trying to get my gun, and you could see the man, like, trying to grab for his gun, and, like...
It's crazy.
This was the first... I mean, people have asked me before, like, are you sure you want to be in here by yourself?
Yeah,
and I'm like...
real.
Man, this is like my home, like this is not a big deal. Is that there have been countless robberies, people taking paintings, people destroying paintings because they can get in there whenever they want.
Okay.
This happens during school hours, at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like that's a really common thing, like you know people it's happened to?
Well, someone stole my iPod, my friend's iPod, a computer once. Taken, we kind of scrape paint off of our palettes with a razor blade, and they took one of these razor blades and just slashed it through a completed painting, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
You spend hours.
It's not even a purpose to that.
No. Tend to get pretty heated about this because our teachers are amazing. I've been on various school trips, not realizing how accredited our art program is, and they deserve better than to teach in a place like this. However, they're very supportive of our concerns and our frustration with the building. But they continuously assure us that eventually it'll be done, and they kind of roll their eyes at the fact that it's been on the list for so long. And we keep getting told, the renovations are going to take place very soon, but they've been hearing that for 10 years.
Right.